Hey Capricorn, I am doing an energy check for you tonight. We're going to do the old wise tree spread, and we're just going to look at what's going on around you in present time. It already looks like there's a decision that you have made or that you're clear to make. But before we get there, we are calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light. So I don't want to talk to anyone else. And this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what's going on. I know there's something here about deliberating, going back and forth on something. Whew. Your big picture is talking about being on the other side of disappointment. Wow. And then we have this disappointment card over here too. All right, let's see what's going on here. So the first thing that I'm noticing here is this Three of Swords. And that's the big picture. It is talking about being on the other side of the disappointment, but that is some disappointment. And sometimes it has to do with betrayal, feeling betrayed, happening now and into the near future. There's some kind of understanding or discovery of the crack in the foundation. So here's the 1111 card. Here's the marriage card. This is also the card that indicates what sense the foundation is under the tower. So when it's like this, it's like, okay, tower's good, or like, building on top of this foundation is awesome. When it's reversed, it's like, this is what makes the tower fall. It's the crack in the foundation. So this is the discovery of some kind of crack in the foundation. This is some kind of discovery of something you're not walking through. It's a celebration I kind of feel like choosing not to have. So the heart of the situation is, yeah, wow, before I even say that, this is like, I'm not going through this rite of passage, perhaps not getting married. And this is also pulling your energy out of a situation. This can be even cutting cords. So what's going on here, Capricorn? I also want to say, so this is, I'm releasing someone who is kind of like fly by night. No kidding. It's the Knight of Wands. But the Knight of Wands kind of comes into your life and then leaves your life. They're very passionate. It could be an endeavor, it could be a project, but this is usually a person. And this is someone who comes into your life fast and furious and passionate, but then they get distracted by something else that they're fast and furious and passionate about, and then they go over there. So you are releasing this person if you haven't already. And this is the position for blocks and resistance. And it's like, on one hand, I want to say you're on the other side of this. There is something that you're on the other side of that has to do with being really disappointed about. This is like, I have resistance to grieving it. I have resistance to being upset about it. Let's figure that out. This is coming from a place of deliberation. Your higher self is talking about a Knight of Cups that is no longer pursuing a situation. This can be you. I feel like this is you, Capricorn. I feel like you are no longer pursuing a situation. You're releasing someone who comes in and comes out. You're dislodging the hook or the cord, and you're not going through some rite of passage. You're leaving somebody in the dust, Capricorn, is what it looks like. And here, your angels and guides are talking about you emotionally being ready to move forward and move on. Your advice is talking about having learned the lesson, connecting with your higher self, committing to something in your life or to yourself. I want to know more about that. Yeah, wow. So here's the Hierophant and here's the Hermit. This is about committing to your life, committing to your life path, committing to your truth and your purpose. This is very spiritual. Both of these cards together, it's like committing to some kind of spiritual part of yourself and your path at this time. Okay, let's look at past, present, future. Wow, this is a really clear message of leaving some kind of love behind. And present time, again, here's this Knight of Cups reversed. Here's this Page of Cups reversed. So if someone's tried to contact you or give you their cup of love, this is you saying no. And this is present time energy. This is someone that you have refused, and you're pretty determined to have your mind set about this. You said no, and there's like nothing this person can do about this. Ooh, I want to say disregard. There's nothing this person can do about this disregard. You ended something in order to pursue something more spiritual. And the outcome has to do, there's the 10 of Pentacles. This is winning everything. And a lot of times when we see the Pentacles, we see them as material things, but the more solid and grounded you are in the physical, the more connected and clear you can be in the astrals, in the spiritual world, as above, so below kind of thing. So you get everything. You get everything that you've wanted. You get the connection, you get the health, you get the security, you get the family, you get the connection of relationship. Really by, I don't want to say by releasing all of this stuff, it's actually like, it's available. And so you don't want the rest of this because you've got everything you want already. Something is going on with you, Capricorn. What is it? Here is the King of Cups reversed. I'm asking your higher self about this. This Knight of Cups reversed, this King of Cups reversed coming in, your higher self is talking about no longer pursuing something that makes you really disappointed. But you're at this point, I even want to say crossroads, but I feel like you're even past the crossroads. You've made the decision. You're at this point where you're like, I don't feel bad about this. I don't feel regret about this. I am leaving. Ooh, I'm hearing somebody say I'm leaving a part of myself behind, but you're pursuing your actual soul path. Oh my gosh, look at this. You've got the King of Swords reversed. There's some part of you that you're talking about being not clear with your intention or not clear with your action in the past. And you're releasing the pursuit of, I want to say you're releasing the pursuit of something that didn't feel true. And now you're pursuing ultimate truth, whatever you identify that to be. I want to ask your angels and guides, what are you moving forward and onto? What are you moving toward? Your truth. What are you moving toward? And here is an offer from the universe that you are taking. Look at this. All three of these kings are here reversed. It is like you are, okay, I just want to say it's like you're reborn, or there's some kind of rebirth here. It's like releasing, it's getting in touch with the shadow side and releasing this aspect of yourself. Not releasing it, not like we could ever release our shadow, but you're really super integrating it and becoming this really focused, spiritual, just getting on the spiritual path and being really focused by this. And when I ask about this, here's the Empress reversed. This can be a mother figure, but this is also, I feel like, Capricorn, an aspect of you. And you're like in pursuit of what your true worth is. Your true alignment with your worth, and you're doing all sorts of research about this. I feel like also you're going on some journey. It's almost like a spiritual sabbatical or something. I'm hearing somebody say higher power. This is definitely a spiritual read tonight. It's like you're releasing some of these things that you thought made you strong and powerful and grounded. And now you've like switched priorities and you're moving toward a higher purpose. This is a lot of healing with this temperance, a lot of alchemy, a lot of balance, a lot of healing, a lot of patience, and a lot of feeling relief, feeling calm, having everything you need. Wow. And really releasing some, yeah, like coming out of a really difficult cycle, but you're saying you're on the other side of it. You've dislodged yourself from, I want to say a community that wasn't powerful or helpful for you, or leading you down a path that just didn't suit you somehow, didn't match you any longer. You're dislodging from it, you're releasing from it. Wow, and I even wanted to say community. This is you saying that you worked really hard at this, and it's like you cultivated a ton of energy and there was no place to direct it. And now it feels like you found the place to direct it. This is also not doing this by yourself, not doing this alone. It's like, I have help here. What are you talking about here? And you're like, I felt like I was half illuminated before, like I wasn't seeing the big picture. I was coming from a place that was not my strength. I wasn't working with my full strength. Wow. This is a huge epiphany moment for you, Capricorn. You had some, if you haven't, you're about to, but it looks like you've had this huge epiphany, integrating shadow self, or integrating, seeing yourself as a human and seeing others' human aspects, and then really moving into a place of spirituality with it. There's such a healing happening here. I want to look at the heart of the situation. Here you are releasing yourself from something that you no longer really energetically connected with. Wow. This does feel like leaving some kind of relationship because you're seeking your truth. Wow. Capricorn, I want to look at energy you don't see coming. What does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know? Coffin, you are talking about some kind of cycle really coming to a close. Mature man. I even feel like, okay, this feels like a rebirth. It feels like a spiritual rebirth. It feels like a spiritual epiphany. I wouldn't be surprised if someone has had some kind of like near-death experience, or some kind of experience where they came into contact across the veil, something like that. Here's message of concern, official person, and main male. There's a lot of masculine energy here with, I mean, are there any queens here? I don't even think so. There are 3 reversed kings here. There are 2 knights here. There's a lot of masculine energy here. We have mature man and main male here. This just means masculine energy. There is no gender in tarot. It's just the energy here, which means it's action-oriented energy. There's a lot of action taking place here. And you're making decisions based on these feelings of being spiritually ignited, I even want to say. It's kind of amazing. So you're recognizing, you're getting some kind of message And it's a message of concern, but instead of concern, I feel more so like it's like a reevaluation of what your life has been doing, what you've been doing in your life versus what you are going to be doing, what you want to be doing, the direction you want to be going. And it's taken such a spiritual turn. It's really interesting. There's just such a spiritual connection here. Let's take a look at your moonology. What do your angels and guides want to tell you, Capricorn? Ooh. Communication is key. Balance spirituality and practicality. And spirituality and practicality, as above, so below, what you envision becomes your environment. Work through your fears. I want to pull one more. Prosperity lies ahead. Wow, Cap. That's what I have for you tonight. I'm looking forward to your next reading, and I will see you there. Bye, Capricorn.